elo, onto USA, onto UK, onto Switzerland, onto Canada, onto Australia, onto Taiwan, onto Brazil, onto the US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo, onto USA, onto UK, onto Switzerland, onto Canada, onto Australia, onto Taiwan, onto Brazil, onto the US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo, onto USA, onto UK, onto Switzerland, onto Canada, onto Australia, onto Taiwan, onto Brazil, onto the US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo, onto USA, onto UK, onto Switzerland, onto Canada, onto Australia, onto Taiwan, onto Brazil, onto the US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo, onto USA, onto UK, onto Switzerland, onto Canada, onto Australia, onto Taiwan, onto Brazil, onto the US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo, onto USA, onto UK, onto Switzerland, onto Canada, onto Australia, onto Taiwan, onto Brazil, onto the US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo, onto USA, onto UK, onto Switzerland, onto Canada, onto Australia, onto Taiwan, onto Brazil, onto the US. No be juju,
Showtime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. It is your boy Priest, and I'm here with my main man Sly. And we are bringing you today, hold on, match day 16 results. But welcome to match day 17 and 18. As Sly likes to call it. Sly, what's that thing you like to call it?
The double fixture Thursday or the harvest Thursday, anyhow you guys want it. But it's always exciting on Thursday because we have a lot of action. Usually we are robbed of some of the great action because it's just one match day and some of the teams still don't stream all of their games. But once it's 2 games, even if we get a few teams streaming, we get a lot of action to be able to break down, dissect, and enjoy. So everybody is welcome. I think we'll have fun today. I kind of feel like today is going to be a firecracker because judging from the standings already, kind of feel like it's going to be mad. But let us take you through match day 16 on Monday. I had a little problem with my internet. Thanks to Priest, he was able to hold it down. Match day 16, it kicked off with Afro Panda and Nonsalid playing out in a 2-2 draw. Nova Aura, I mean, that's a nice scoreline. They don't usually have these big scorelines, but they did beat Agbado 5-1. And currently, Nova Aura is in 11th place, Agbado in 7th. So that's a bit of a shocker, big shocker. But Nova Aura claiming all 3 points. It's important for them to move up the table. Kerry's FC and GG Arena in that mad battle, that 5-goal thriller ended in Kerry's FC's favor, winning by 3-2. JP Guns and Phoenix VFC. Wow, I cannot believe what I've just seen. 9-0 with JP Guns literally at the bottom of the table. And now, Priest, if I'm telling you the goal difference of JP Guns right now, I don't think you believe me. Minus 79. Like
What?
they are
I
shipping,
can't
they are
believe,
shipping
I
goals
cannot
in
believe it.
too much now. Like, oh, I'm going into the group chat and I'm texting everybody from JP Goals. Please, no more goals. But yeah, we are all here for the fun, for the enjoyment of the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. And as you can see on your screen, the table is also looking fire. It's really, really looking juicy, getting into 17 and 18. I mean, at the top of the table, they are still locked in. Nothing separating the two so far. Just goal difference with Get Club Calls on plus 89, Toka FC on plus 56, and they both have 46 points to their name. Effortless, I like it. I like what Effortless have done. You know what? I was a big critic of fact, the whole league structure of them putting effortless in that difficult situation for the past, I think, 5 games, but they bounced back, still keeping it on track and just 4 points behind the 2 leaders. So they still got a shot here, and I really like that they've been able to bounce back from that tough week. And then in 4th place will be Nameless Chaos, who are a bit far from behind from the top 3, currently 6 points off Effortless FC. Big Guns will find themselves in 5th place on 29. Also a huge separation between themselves and Nameless Chaos, even though we are just at the halfway mark of the league, so anything could change. Like, it could really rapidly change. A result or two could definitely shift how the whole table is looking like. Afro Panda is set with 25, Agbado on 24 after losing to Nova Aura. They will keep 7th place. GG Arena on 23, on Salid 9th place 18, KD Sports on 17, Nova Aura 16, Carries FC on 14, and Phoenix VFC, who recorded their biggest scoreline on Matchday 16, beating JP Goons by 9, will also be there on 13 points, and then FanQuest Pro on 13, Die Hard FC on 7, and JP Goons, the aforementioned, who took a beat down and 9 goals to 0 on the last position of the table with just 6 points. So, I mean, how everything is shaped up, we know we are going to be blessed with some mouth-watering action into 17 and 18. So, please, if you can pull that one up for me. All right. There we have it. There we have it. First fixture on Matchday 17 just gives me goosebumps. And maybe a lot of people who weren't tuned into last season's Pro Clubs League, Nigerian Pro Clubs League, might not understand the meaning behind this game, but it was a cracker last year, and I'm expecting it to be a cracker this season as well. And you, last season, Get Club Calls were champions, of course, and in 2nd place was Big Guns. They were the ones who went toe-to-toe with them. This year, Big Guns haven't been at that same level, but hey, it hasn't been bad from them. 5th place, 29 points. They could get some points off Get Club Calls, and last season, they really tormented them. I think they got a draw out of one of the games or so. So it's a cracker of a game to watch out for, and it kickstarts Monday 17. Hopefully, we get you on the main broadcast. Afro Panda and Die Hard will also do battle on Matchday 17. Nova Aura, JP Goons. That should be fun. JP Goons, it's redemption time. It is redemption time, my people. We need to see you guys lock up on defense. Like, the goals are just too much now. Carries FC, Nameless Skills, GG Arena, and Toka FC. So 2 difficult fixtures for Get Club and Toka FC. Who will be the first to drop points? So far, 0 losses for Get Club, 0 losses for Toka. Phoenix FC and then FanQuest Pro also do battle. Effortless. We'll go into that tough one against KD Sports. Agbado looking for a huge bounce back after that loss on Monday 16. They'll take on Salid. On 18, well, I think 18 is more of a one that you should be able to pull through if you are the upper echelons of the table. And to be honest with you, I feel like 18 could really decide a lot, because if Get Club Calls drop points against Big Guns, or if Toka FC drop points against GG Arena, they'll need 18 to bounce back. They'll need 18 to bounce back and bounce back heavily. So FanQuest Pro and Agbado will do battle in 18. Die Hard FC and Carries FC. Die Hard, we haven't seen too much of them on the main broadcast. Hopefully we get to catch a glimpse of them. Nameless Chaos will do that match up against JP Goons. KD Sports, well, they'll have to face the terrifying league leaders, Get Club Calls, and then Effortless and Afro Panda, Big Guns, Nova Aura, Toka FC on Solid. I'm looking forward to seeing the revamped on Solid against, of course, the big boys, Toka FC. Let's see how that one goes. Hopefully, we're able to also catch them on a live stream as well. GG Arena, Phoenix VFC, and I mean, these fixtures look crazy, and please, I know you've seen all of the fixtures now. Which one do you need on the main broadcast? Which one do you feel like we need to see today?
Man, it's like being in the candy store. In the candy store, there's a whole lot of treats everywhere you look. But I would say for match day 17, I really want to see GG Arena and Toka FC, go at it. I mean, can't even lie. And it's still one. I think that's the biggest fixture, of that match day.
Really?
Yeah,
Over Get Club and Big Guns.
yeah, I think it's a tougher matchup. Toka FC, they're hustling for it right now. At GG Arena,
Yeah.
they need something, they need something to assert some level of dominance inside of the tournament so far. For me, I think Get Club Cubs will just edge it over Big Guns. I think they should be able to edge it off without having to. It's going to be a very interesting fixture, regardless. But if I was to pick between the two, I think I would pick GG Arena and Toka FC. I think
Mm.
that match would have
So
something
so
special.
so between the two league leaders, Talker and Get Club, do you feel like maybe at least one of them might drop points today? Will we see
Man,
something, a difference in the table with the points?
man, this is going to be a nasty time to drop points though. It's going to be nasty to drop points at this stage. It is going to be absolutely insane. But I mean, but if we look at who they're playing against, you think about it, because KD Sports are not necessarily on the, if we're looking at match day 18 now, like KD Sports are not necessarily on the up and they're not on the up and up right now. Their form is a little bit wonky, and Get Clubs are in full swing right now. This is, like you said, this is the middle of the season. Everybody that is not serious right now is getting cooked immediately.
Yeah.
You're getting shipped out of
I
here.
mean, I mean, the saying goes, it's not about how you start, how you finish. So the second part has to be strong. I get you.
You're right. You're right. Exactly. Second part has to be really, really strong. And Get Club Plus, they are shifted into that gear. That's yeah. I don't think anybody is stopping us right now. But then they can't let it get to their heads. They can't let it get to their heads. That's the
Mm.
thing. This is their game to win now. It's like Arsenal in the Premier League last season. It's their game to win. Where they can drop points. I think they're done with all that. Maybe, something can happen. But I don't see it happening in this game week. I think possibly it might happen, and I will be there for it. I will be there 100%. I will want to have it on the broadcast the day that happens. But I just don't think this is going to be that fixture.
Interesting. There's only one mistake that Priest made in this submission, saying that Get Club feel like Arsenal right now. No, they are the champions from last year. We have to give them the Man City slot. Then maybe talk ISC's Arsenal. I don't know if they'll be able to pull off another Man City this season, but the trend they are on, they look like they are mad right now going into it. So, I mean, good luck to all the teams. When the action begins, of course, we'll let you in on it. But there's a big announcement with the Virtual Pro Clubs League World Cup coming up, and it's got everybody fired up. I mean, if you are not excited, then I don't know if you're a big pro clubs fan, because I mean, there's going to be the best of the world, and for the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, it's all about assembling the best squad yet, the best squad, and it should be fun because we'll see the players put into very uncomfortable situations, because now we'll have to handpick the best of the players. I'll be getting out the players that made that team, the best Nigerian team, so you guys can see who they'll be putting together and then playing in the World Cup. But it's going to be an unfamiliar situation. Let me get your thoughts on this, please, quickly, before I go on to listing the group that Nigeria is in. Do you feel like with the short amount of time that the Nigerian team will have to train together, do you think it's enough for them to build chemistry and then possibly perform well in the World Cup?
Well, like you said, based off of my understanding, I think the World Cup is like, is like what would we call it? Is like summoning the Avengers for each country, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's like the same. I think that's the same energy. So you're going to probably
Yeah.
have, someone from Get Club
From
Cause
Get Club,
and
from
GG
Toka, from
Arena inside
FLS,
of the
yeah.
same team. So I'm guessing, yeah, you're summoning the Avengers, to represent Nigeria, at a global level. So that is something, amazing that I would like to see. It's first of its kind. Again, I am loving the fact that, we have these types of events. I love the fact that we have things like these. Again, we have the local leagues, the league level, which is the Pro Clubs League. We already have this level, but the fact that it still goes beyond, into a world, level as well, also to up the level of competition. I also love that fact as well. And to buttress your point, again, practice makes perfect for me. I see that as a real thing. And you were right with the fact that there's not been a lot of time before this came into view. So I think it's going to be a very, very tricky one, for Team Nigeria, because I see that the structure is very, very packed in. They don't necessarily have a lot of time between now and then, because it's crazy that today's Thursday and it starts tomorrow if I'm not mistaken. So it's today's Thursday and these guys are still playing, matches like these. They are playing in the Pro Clubs League as well. Then from the Pro Clubs League, probably after this match days are done, they start to, prepare for the World Cup. Like you said, not a
Yeah,
lot of time.
it's mad, to be honest with you, and I think it was good that last week we had a break in the Peru club, so at least the national team can get together and then of course build some chemistry. But yeah, the World Cup that I'm speaking of, the winner gets $1,000 in the World Cup, so it should be exciting. Nigeria finds itself in Group 9, featuring Belarus, England, and Italy. So it's not going to be an easy task at all. And Nigeria are one of the few teams from Africa in there. I know there's Algeria in there. I think there's Morocco somewhere as well. Yeah, there is Morocco in Group C. So for these three teams from Africa, all of the whole continent is on your shoulders. Hopefully, they do as proud. But of course, our main focus will be on Team Nigeria, where all of the action will be broadcasted live on the GG Arena YouTube channel, where you're currently watching. We'll kickstart action on Friday. You join Priest and myself. We'll be doing all of the pre-match analysis, everything you need to know about the VPG World Cup. But let me take you through the team that has been assembled, like we used to call it, the Avengers, for the Nigerian Pro Clubs team for the World Cup 2024. Charlie Poppy from Get Club Course had to be there. I mean, his stellar performances for the team currently in top spot, they had to secure him. Frank will also be in there. Captain of the Nigerian team that is currently on top of the table, Get Club. Adefola's in there. He's also the head coach for the team. He'll have big decisions to make as to who to start and who will be on the bench. I don't want to be in Adefola's shoes right now. Like, if I have to decide between the Avengers of the Nigerian team and who to start and who to sit, I mean, it's going to be difficult. For me, I would have probably just said, look, field the whole of the Get Club coach team or field the whole of the Toka FC team with the starting lineup, and then we'll go from there. Because taking some guys out of the lineup and being on the bench can be a tough thing. But hey, we are looking for the best of the team. So hopefully they're able to put it together. Kelvin Bibi from Get Clubs also being there. Time Khalid Rufai, excellent defender. Play with Victor will be the squad from Get Club. And I'm telling you, the list is heavily dominated by the top 20. You can't blame them at all. I mean, they've
Yeah,
been
of
the ones.
course. I
They've
would be
been
upset if
they've
that
been the
wasn't
ones.
it, bro. Let's be for real.
Yeah,
We can't even
yeah.
pretend. Yeah, we can't even
Yeah,
pretend.
it's a 17-man squad. We've got 7 players, I think 8 players from Get Clubbed. We've got another 7 players from Toka and one from third place FOLS. So the guys from Toka are Kim Fedi, Kenny, Farouk, Arif, Killer Freak, Comrade Kelvin, Oluwatobi, Indaboski, and then AGZ from FOLS SC. And I think that sums up what we definitely call the Avengers. These guys have been the big guns in this season's league, and I think everybody's call up was well deserved. It should be really fun to see how things pan out from here. But one thing that I think um, the whole Nigerian team put together that really excited me was we've got a World Cup team, a local World Cup team, and then an international World Cup team, because playing in the World Cup, I know it's not going to be on all fair levels. And that's not the VPG's fault or the one organizing the World Cup's fault. Several problems could come in. And it's excellent that they've been able to list 2 squads. One squad that a lot of the players are in Europe or abroad that will be able to have better network. I mean, the ping will be better for them when they play against the likes of the Europeans, of course. Then a group with a lot of Europeans like Belarus and co. And then of course, we have the local team who can also chip in any single time. So it's excellent that we're able to shortlist 2 of the teams. And then now I will make you guys know, I'll let you know who final shortlist for the team abroad, as well as Azike Upila, Lori Laulu Habs from Big Guns, Rahman, Toyosi, Bablo, Masti, Extira, Nimi, Habs, Mulumbu, Superior, Josh, and Clinton will complete that squad as well. Upon hearing all of those names, I mean, we are in for some brilliant action on the weekend on Friday. And I think we should just fasten our seatbelts because the World Cup should be fun. We'll be streaming all of the Nigerian games live on the broadcast. Make sure to not be late. I think it's still around this time, 7:30 p.m., 8:30 p.m. We should be live. So everything will go down, and of course, we'll be bringing all of the action live to you. Priest, are we on the game starting today? Have you got any game starting so far?
Well, so far, no, actually. We've got a couple links here, but nobody has actually kicked off.
Still
Everyone is
nothing
still in
yet.
the Yeah, well, I'm waiting on Nameless Chaos. I think we have Nameless Chaos and Curry's FC
Nameless
about to
Chaos.
go. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they're about to lock in with Curry's FC any moment from now, and we'll hop into that game in a couple of seconds. But before it kicks off, want to thank you guys again for logging into the stream, and also GG Arena has a tournament coming up on the 17th of August 2024 next month in Port Harcourt. So the prize pool is 500,000 naira. It is going to be a very, very interesting and beautiful physical event. So look out for our social media, GG Arena, on all social media platforms. You check out for the posters. It's going to be in Port Harcourt. 500,000 naira up for grabs. It is FC24 action like you've never seen it before. 1v1 couch play, I believe, but all the details will be on the social media. So don't forget to clock in and lock in as well. But yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get straight into the action for the first match of the night. And yeah, so let's get straight
And then
into
we
it.
have it. That's anticipated. Nameless Chaos and Kerry's FC. I think it's Kerry's FC. They'll be doing battle with for that match day 17 fixture. A fixture which I think for both teams really, really important. I mean, Nameless Chaos still in the running for top 3. They are currently 6 points behind Effortless, and they'll need to still keep the pressure on. Carries FC find themselves in 12th place. They are in that serious battle with Phoenix and FanQuest Pro and Nova Aura, so they also need some really good things to go their way. Carries FC are in the yellow and the black strip as they're giving the ball away in a dangerous position.
What?
Oh, what a firecracker to start off with. That was excellent. That's the real definition of if you give the ball away in those areas, I'll punish you. I'll punish them day. Nameless Chaos opened the scoring really, really early in this game. What a cracker we are in for. I mean, that was just a horrible way to concede. And in the first 8 minutes, wow, it could just sway the game into Nameless Chaos' favor. And look at them go at it again. Feeling all confident now. Oh, that's what happens when you give a team in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League confidence like that. You give them a goal and they just start to create attack after attack after attack. And here they come again. The men in white looking for an opportunity to grab the second. But if you're kindly just joining the stream, this is the Nigerian Pro Clubs League where we stream every Monday and Thursday. There could be another big chance coming in here.
Oh.
Not even again. Oh, this guy looks like he can't be stopped. Hard start from him very early on in this game. Wow, Carries FC, they've been hit by a thunderbolt. In the first 13 minutes, already down by 2-0. Priest, have you spotted any early errors that you feel like Carries FC need to shape up? Because they just keep conceding.
Well, I wouldn't say, they've made any mistakes just yet. I think it would just be the fact that Nameless Chaos, their strategy is paying off and it's paying off really, really quickly. 2 goals in quick succession. Like you said, it's just like a thunderbolt. You don't even expect, you don't even plan for it. I still think Nameless Chaos are going to concede, but it's a very, very beautiful way to start the game. They are putting in the pressure, they're playing through the wings. Everything is working, just as they've practiced. You can tell that this is training ground stuff. The way that they've been playing, moving the ball around, even when they play from the midfield and transition. Look at that again through that right hand side. But again, we've seen how their strategy applies. It works, but unfortunately, Curry's just were not ready. It's just like starting the game quick. Oh, I wasn't ready.
Yeah, it can happen sometimes. Then when it comes at you like that, you've got to find a way to still keep yourself in the game. But mind you, they go 3 goals down in the first half, it's going to be like a mountain to climb for them to even think of coming back. That's a brilliant 2 ball. As Balance will be able to get it cleverly in great space, finding that pass again. Well, at least that's good stuff. That is promise, showing that it could really create something off of that. But so far, it's still Nameless Chaos dominating in those areas. Comrade on the wing for Kerry's FC. The cross will come in deep. That time, the defense will do its job. And look at that through ball. Wide open space for Noni again to work it back into the box. I mean, this guy's been everywhere for Nameless Chaos so far. He's been tracking down those runs. He's already got 2 goals to his name. And he's just a nightmare.
Clean goal.
Open space for him to shoot at.
Oh, wow. That one, I don't even know who you're going to blame for that. Oh, what a goal. Clean. Very good goal. Again, like I said, I knew that Nameless Chaos were going to concede because Curry's, I could see there were some gaps in that defense. There was some, a little bit of indecisiveness from Nameless Chaos there. I saw earlier, I knew that they were going to concede. I was just waiting for that, opportunity to be exploited. But it's still a very, very solid game from Curry's FC. Now they've started to, press the advantage. You get a little bit of more confidence, hold the midfield. I think this game is just about to, kick off realistically right now, like really kick off. And I wanted to ask, is Noni in the World Cup squad?
I didn't see Noni in the World Cup squad. I'll cross check, but for the local squad, he isn't in it because there are only three teams that players are from: Get Club, Torkaisi, and Effortless. So for Nameless Chaos, they don't have any representatives there yet. But Noni is making a strong case right now as the cross will come in again. Kerry's FC look to pull for the equalizer. Well, these guys mean business. Just 30 minutes gone, and we're about to be blessed with possibly a 4-goal thriller. Cross will come in again. Remember, they did get that goal back from the corners, and you've got to be careful there, Nameless Chaos. Can they work it out on the break? Do well. That was not the best option, in my opinion. There was someone running through that middle channel, and that is where the ball should have gone. But it just didn't seem to find the intended target. That chance will just go astray for Nameless Chaos. Just about 38 minutes gone. Few minutes before that halftime whistle goes with Nameless Chaos still up by 2-1. It's just been a joy to watch both of these two teams go at it in those first 15 minutes. Nameless Chaos had their hand marks all over this game, just dominating from start to finish. But a great bounce back from Kerry's FC have them in a very strong position to possibly get an equalizer in this one. That's some nice, lovely build-up from guys from Nameless Chaos. Rhymes would like to get across, and Rhymes is in the international squad for the World Cup as well. His performances on that left wing for Nameless Chaos have been noticed, and they have been appreciated by the team making the selection. Skills. On the right, this is where they've been doing damage so far. That's a great inverted one. Can they make good use of it with Oruk? Great 10, and we are seeing some showboating from him. Can he make it work? Oh, come on. That would have been a contender for goal of the season, not just goal of the day, but goal of the season. That was magnificent stuff. I was trying to put the words together for the skill moves, but it was just too much. I saw I think I saw a backflip. I saw like so many things. Was there a roulette in there as well? Like he just did so many things. Oruk looking to take it all down by himself. Just couldn't do so. But I mean, amazing stuff from these two teams so far. As it's currently Nameless Chaos 2 leading 2-1 in this game. And I mean, both of these teams have shown us that they can score goals. And like Priest predicted earlier, Nameless Chaos are going to be one of the teams that do score lots of goals. They're currently good defensive class 41, but in some of these situations, they have conceded. Maybe they might open up those spaces for Kansas to take. But there's still the rest of the 45 minutes down. We should definitely lock into this one. Matchday 17, the Matchday 18 brought to you by GT Arena, where all of the action is brought to you by the West One. We're not hosting, we're still doing this one. minutes of the game to the second 15 or the last 30 minutes of the game, we saw a different Kerry's FC approaching it. Will we see another version of them in the second half as we go into this one? Still pending at 2-1. Nameless Kills will come again. This time they'll get a corner out of all their efforts. Corners in pro clubs have been really, really effective this year. Maybe not as effective as compared to last season, though. Just wide of the post. They almost made it work there, Nameless Chaos. Almost finding a third and getting by their 2-goal cushion. But that's the way to go about it. That's the spirit. And look at them come at it again. Oruk, reverse elastical, but that's excellent defending. Top class defending. 1v1 defending in this game is always difficult, and you've got to just applaud guys who can do that at such a high level in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. What a tackle that was. Because Oruk looked like he had space. He had time to execute that as well. The reverse elastical came, but the defender just stood his ground. On the right wing now, Oruk again. It's been so good to watch so far in this game with all of the showboating and everything. I don't need to find a way to get a third because you kind of just smell like Kerry's FC have another goal in. Then speaking of Kerry's FC, here they come again with balance. Into Chaks. All intercepted. Really good sequence of play from Nameless Kills. Kind of feel like they're getting back into that groove like they did in the first 15 minutes of the game. Noni again. Time in that midfield. That's a brilliant over the top through ball. Really searching, but just offside though. But I really like the idea. Hitting them on the counter might be the best way to go now because Nameless Kills are dominating in possession. And if they come up with it and they lose the ball, that is where you've got to strike. Oruk again. Kind of feels like he is the man with the 5-star skills on the team. Every single time the ball goes into him, we see something exciting. They do lose it though, and they could be susceptible to the counter as Don will get it. Play the through ball again. They're searching for the man up top. Cleverly will be able to find the huge chance now for Kerry's FC. They cut it back, trying to get the shot away. They just kind of fumble things a bit there. That's still not gone. That was a huge opportunity with bodies in the box. I kind of feel like the chance has gone with the number of bodies that Nameless Kills have gotten back. Cleverly again, kill time, and now they are successful in winning the ball back, and Nameless Kills look to break out on their own as well. Skills. Go at the top to find the open man. We are down to, the last 20 minutes of the game, and in my opinion, Nameless Kills have to start being careful of how they play these passes, how the possession style-based football is being played, because I think they're playing some risky ones in there. Mind you, they are just out by a goal, and anything could happen at any point, and maybe it could be now. Look at Kerry's FC go. On. They'll take their time with a slow build-up, find the perfect passes to give. That was another risky one. This game is just right on the balance. I kind of feel like we're on a nice edge. Anybody could concede a goal at any time. The defenses have not been at their best. The attackers haven't been at their sharpest.
Here we go.
Over the top two ball. We see something chaotic come down. Comrade into killer fresh. But, we've got to applaud the guys from Nameless Kills. Their tracking back has been superb.
Yeah, I think they probably listened to me. I think they probably listened to me on the live stream, because that was the issue that I saw they were having in the first half. Tracking back, there are a little bit of loopholes in their defense. I saw that early on, but it looks like they've adjusted and they're doing pretty well, pretty better defensively right now. And this is a very good opportunity to seal this game and put it to bed. And a beautiful pass to the back end. Oh, that was dangerously close.
That was a very risky one. Like I said, this game is on a knife's edge. A goal could go in at any time. And Kerry's FC find a way back in this game without things are looking. Nameless Chaos look like they want to push for that third and puts that game to bed. 2 chance for them spent. Kerry's FC will come away with it. Clint searching through ball. Clint again. The build-up has just been chaotic from Kerry's FC in the second half. They've just not been able to string the meaningful passes together. You see them sometimes trying to thread the needle, find those defense breaking passes, but it's just not working for them currently, and they're struggling. And Nameless Kills are just doing everything they can to hold on to the ball, get throw in at a very delicate spot, somewhere where they want it, in opposition half, far away from danger, and they'll get a throw in again. The time management technique working to perfection now from Nameless Kills. Reminder that they are in that top 4 battle, looking to put the pressure on effortless. They are 6 points behind them, and they'll need wins like this to boost that campaign. Surely not to seal it.
Oh,
It felt like it was
what a
coming.
time. What a time to score. 85th minute. That just closes everything down. Nameless Chaos with the mentality. That is a mentality win. That is just winning based off of sheer, willpower. And yeah, that's what I love to see, in games like this when it's looking like it was almost gonna slip away from your hands and it might just be slipping out right now. But fortunately for them, the defense again tracking back. Solid track back again. They will lose possession in the back again, and once more we lose possession. It's
A huge
crazy.
kudos to Nameless Kills. They've stuck in
Yeah,
there. Like,
yeah,
amid
they
all of
did.
the pressure from Kerry's FC at that end of the first half, they really did stick in there. And what a bounce back from them in the second. They could be rewarded with another goal, yeah. And they are. Oro coming. He's been spectacular to watch so far with all of the skills, but now he's gotten a goal to close this one out. Excellent performance from Nameless Kills, who gets the job done. As easy as that. For KSFC, they didn't make good use of their chances in the first half, and they've been heavily punished. They gave the ball away too many times in the first 15 minutes, and that is how things pan out for them. That is the Nigerian Pro Clubs League for you. It just gives everything excitement. Enjoyment, it gives premium entertainment as well. This game was for sure entertaining, and I feel like Nameless definitely deserve all 3 points to their team. They get another 3 points after they're already 26 points on the table. They currently sit in 4th place, just below Effortless, who lead them with 6 points. So this was a huge win for them, and then now hope that Matchday 18 also go as smoothly as Matchday 17 went for them. We'll see how that turns out. For the other games that will be coming down, if you didn't join the stream earlier, we'll be having 2 streams today. That's how our Thursdays are like on the Nigerian Pro Clubs League main broadcast. We'll hopefully get a chance to see that big game between Get Clubbed and Big Guns, Afro Panda and Die Hard, Nova Aura V, JP Goons. Will see KSFC take on Nameless Kills like we did. Of course, we did see them on the main broadcast, Nameless Kills, making sure they sealed their deal. Seems like we've got action now. The game I was hoping to see. The league leaders already. I mean, these guys, Priest, can you recall the last time we switched on to a Get Club stream where they weren't leading?
Yeah, this that's actually a very valid
Every
question.
single time. Every single time. Every time we get a glimpse of them, they are leading at a point. Well, they are leading big guns. And the build-up to this game was spectacular because if you cast your mind back to last season, big guns were the ones that really put pressure. Big guns were the ones that really put pressure on Get Club. And for now, you kind of feel like you're falling off a bit, but it's still early days. 35 minutes gone on the game clock, and you kind of feel like, yeah, there's still more left in the tank. But Get Club, when they get a hold of the game like this, it could cause real huge problems for big guns. And look at them come at it again. The man who did make the Nigerian national team, Rufai in the mix, trying to get them going on the offensive end. I Get Club still up by just that lone goal. The second one did go and kind of caught us off guard. I mean, these guys are just getting everything done. You know how to kill games and kill games really early. Just 38 minutes gone and they're already up by 2. These league leaders. A game I was speculating that they could be dropping points and they take it so easily. Is there any stopping them? It's still the big question we are asking till date. Big guns on the 10. Ganoman that time. Shot from distance, well blocked. Big
Oh,
guns
what a
will get you on
pass.
the right wing again. What a brilliant pass to find the open man. And they make good use of it, though just losing out. But Get Club, cause champions for a reason, league leaders in season 2 as well for a reason. Is there a way to knock them off their pitch? you kind of feel like there are no errors when they play, and I know that is not true because they do make mistakes, but we haven't had anybody be able to exploit those mistakes because they are so good at covering those mistakes and making sure that they dwell on their advantages and their positives. Look at them do that again with the high pressing. Frank, open space, look like the third could go in now. Well defended. The pressing high up the field is just immaculate. It is just crazy. And you know what? I was speaking about the errors in the Get Club team. And the only one I can think of right now is them pressing high up the field, winning the ball back, but unable to utilize the chance like we did see in the closing seconds of the first half. If they do that, they lose the ball. They've got bodies up front, so now they're short at the back. Can you make good decisions at your end? Can you make good decisions at your end? So far, none of the teams in the league have been able to do that. And even the mighty Toka FC weren't able to capitalize and beat them. They had to settle for a draw. That's how good Get Club calls are. And we'll have the whole of the second half for big guns to figure out if they can take something off these guys. But at this point, it doesn't look like that's going to be the scenario at all. Big guns finally sitting in fifth, also still putting pressure on the likes of Nameless Chaos. They've got 29 points. Nameless Chaos, of course, we did see them earlier on in the stream, winning 4-1. So there might be some separation after this game if the scoreline stays like this or gets even worse for Big Guns. There's a lot more in store coming up for you on match day 17 and 18 of the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. So head on to that second half. Will we see a spirited response from Big Guns? Will we see something different? Will we see just maybe a glimmer of hope coming at a time for them? Because Get Club look like they've taken the game by the scruff of the neck and just piling on the pressure now. Ugo Chuku into Frank. The guys are just strutting their stuff now. When I'm watching the Get Club Course team play, it kind of feel like they're watching the best team play. You have that feeling as well with Toka FC, but with Get Club, because I've seen it last season and I'm seeing an improvement in it this season as well. It just look unstoppable sometimes. And another goal looked like it was in the pipeline for them. That time the defense scraping through for Big Guns as they were able to break away with it with don't press. Again through the midfield, brilliant pass. The spaces do open sometimes against Get Club, but it doesn't stay open for long. We did see just a little space for him to shoot, but immediately was about to pull the trigger. He was closed down. Get Clubbed again. Iwezedo hasn't been able to hold on to the ball in that midfield, and he could cause them some problems here as they'll face some challenges. Bablo's cross, well defended by Son. Like what I'm seeing from Big Gun so far, they haven't given up yet, and that's the kind of spirit you've got to have when you're playing a great team like Get Club. As guess where will come and claim that one easy. The goalie and goal has to be stable. He's got to be solid, and so far he's had steady hands for the league leaders. Victor. Heading on to that 60th minute mark. 60 minutes in the game is always crucial because you know that we are getting nearer to the end of proceedings, and if you've got anything to do with the substitutions, tactic change usually happens in the 60th minute. Oh, the captain wanted to get in on the act. Thunderous effort from Adefola, but the goalkeeper equal to the task. Will get crossing. Well defended at the near post from dead shot. Can they break on the counter though? Don't press. There it is. I mean, Get Club, my word. To speak of the way you can beat them, and I was saying that you got to try to beat them on the counter. They defend that so well. Great ball to find the great ball to find the initial space, but like I said, the space doesn't open up for too long. It doesn't stay open for very long at all. You've got to be quick and decisive with your decisions. Counter-attacking opportunity coming again. We'll see don't press with it again. You have to make another great decision. The anticipation of some of these guys on the Get Club team is just crazy. Getting into the passing lanes, being able to just know and sense where the ball is going next. I don't know how they do it, but they kind of feel like they do it as a unit as well. Everybody understands his role on this team, and that's why they've been good so far. I have seen a little bit of the cracks in the defense, though. because big guns look like they could create something, but the shared dominance of Get Club is just not giving them the opportunity to do that. Yeah. In the midfield again, we'll try to link up with Don't Press. He's been at the heart of everything that big guns have been trying to build in this game. Trying to run down the byline, and when you've got the likes of Okoye chasing after you, know it's always going to be a difficult task. Don't Press, come again. How many times have we mentioned this guy on the broadcast? He's been everywhere. He's been a main feature of the big guns team, and they'll be rewarded with a corner out of this one. Corner kicks have been great so far in our first game, Nameless Girls and Carries FC. We did see 2 goals come from a corner. So every single time there's a corner, I'm really looking critically. Oh, that's another way to play out. That's a style I don't really see in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. But hey, I'm also trying new things. If the new things can produce some results, we are all for it here. Headshot. Go pass into Don't Press. Down to the final 15. Does the big guns team have something else in their locker? Because it feels like they've thrown everything at it. High press coming from Don't Press.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Here we go.
All right.
Showtime.
It's game on time. It is showtime. And this is my favorite part. Every single time this season, that Get Club have been putting under pressure.
No. I was just about to say that. I said that, yeah, Get Clubs are going to cut that out immediately. They're going to cut it all out. They're going to kill any thought of a comeback.
They'll have to convert this penalty, though. They will have to convert this penalty, though, to get that 2-goal cushion back. From 12 yards to seal it. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Look how many minutes it took them for them to get that 2-goal cushion back. Wow, these guys are just... I'm running out of adjectives for them. They're just too good.
Oh, what a goal.
Lead again. Oh my. 2 bodies this time around, making sure it works. These guys are just crazy at this point. Get Club calls 4 goals to 1. Chris, do you think the scoreline is a great reflection of the game? I don't think so, because I think Big Guns at least should have been able to get more goals in this game, because they did create chances.
Well, I think, honestly, most of the times that I was looking at, how Get Clubs have been able to, just take control of the entire game for the better part of this half. It always raised the question of, is this all Big Guns have to offer? Because like we said earlier, when I said that this fixture was not going to, do much of anything for me. I said that, yeah, big Guns would do, what they can, but I don't see them, being a threat to Get Club, and I wasn't wrong, And this is based purely off of the style that I've seen Big Guns play in the past. They're relying on this counter-attacking style, like you mentioned, that they felt that is the way they can attack, the guys from Get Club. Because again, we've seen Get Club fall victim to the counter-attack, but the problem with thinking like that is how fast these guys can catch you on the transition again, and how well they can adapt to your attacking style. Again, every single time dispossession, that we've seen from Get Club, because we've seen exactly Khalid has been absolutely dangerous to how they've just been able to tear this through. I don't know how that is not a 5th, but this result, as expected, Get Club cause on another level, and I am here to see it.
We're all here for it. And in this game, I think the mantra for this game was decision making. Some of the decisions that the Big Guns players made, it just cost them. Like the penalty they just gave away wasn't good at all. I mean, he was in a position to shoot, but come on, he could have missed. It's AFC 24. Anything can happen in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. The pressure could have got into that player at that moment. And that's how we all turned out. The league leaders still rolling on, still having lost yet. Still having lost yet. Still 46 points for the ball. Scratch that on 49 points for them. Goal difference will now head up at 92. That's how good these guys have been. that is in the World Cup squad. You can go out and then check out VPG on X, and then of course you'll be able to see all of the teams that Nigeria will possibly face in the World Cup. Seems like we've got another match coming through on Solid and effortless, I believe. Effortless, I have been impressed with how they bounced back after that torrid time in that stretch, because it was a crazy time for them. Effortless versus Unsullied. I don't think it's a game that we had on the fixture list today. That's a weird one. Because Unsullied were supposed to play Toka FC in match day 18 and Agbado FC. So I don't know if this is a game for match day 17, but hey, for what it's worth, if it's Effortless FC in the mix, they are doing a great job. It is, I think, Effortless FC winning by 6-0 against Unsullied. So if it is part of today's fixtures, then I will confirm that one. Effortless winning by 6-0 against Unsullied. But for the official fixture that we did have here, it was Unsullied against Agbado. Effortless will go battle with Afro Panda, and then Unsullied will take on second place Toka FC. Yep. I mean, two of the times that we've had at the start of the battle, which I feel like Kenny had a chance that first half. Giving the ball away, and we were punished heavily. Seems like we'll head on straight to more of the action. I think this is our second time we'll see Kerry's FC. Yep, themselves and Die Hard FC in that match day 18. Could this be the bounce back from Kerry's FC that we are all expecting? We did lose to Nameless Chaos in game 1, and now it's bounce back time. That's why I enjoy Thursdays so much. You have a chance for redemption. On Mondays, usually when we finish playing, you've got like 3 whole days to maybe sulk over the loss and go through a lot of tactics. But on Thursdays, it's straight right to action. You can redeem yourselves right after that. It seems like Kerry's FC are on track to do that, as Killer Frost will get to this time. Kerry's FC,
that was
superb interplay. Like, some of these passes and the way they string them together is just so beautiful to watch. The telepathy between the teammates in some of these teams are just immaculate. They are just so good to watch. And Kerry's FC look like they're back on track. It's putting the pressure on. I'm sure they've learned their lesson of not taking their chances like they did in game 1, where Nameless Kills heavily punished them. Look at them push up again. Could this be the moment for the second? Well defended. Wow. Just threw themselves in front of the ball. And a really great clearance from Die Hard. That is the real definition of Die Hard at the back right there. Incredible stuff on defense, because I felt like that shot was like maybe a 90% of beating the goalkeeper. It was venomous. It had direction. I think it had precision as well. Great defending. Also coming again. I know what season 2 as compared to season 1, and I was there for the whole of the action. And so I think we've seen a reduction of crosses this year, even though, of course, the meta in this game is the aerial plus play style, which I know we don't have in pro clubs, but crossing is still so huge in pro clubs action. I was expecting to see a lot more of crossing. And when I say crossing, I don't just mean like some crosses are sometimes meaningless, because you kind of feel like he's just putting the ball into an area and just hit and hope. But I mean meaningful crosses. Last season we had big guns, especially some of those back post crosses, they were so well worked. Back post cross, and the guy who head onto the ball, he will knock it down for another teammate to make a simple shot to go in. So sometimes you have it like that, but this year you kind of feel like crosses have been minimal a bit. They are trying a lot more different stuff. We see a lot passes like these ones. So there's different variations of crosses. Maybe even the German crosses also making an appearance here in season 2. But it's a mixture of everything. And that's why I love the Nigerian Pro Clubs League so much. Very, very unpredictable so far. And KZFC still holding on to that 2-1 lead. Very, very slender, with about 20 minutes in the game to go. Killer Frost, he's been excellent in that midfield area. Breaking the lines is his speciality. And we see him do Seen him do what he does best in that situation. Look at them come again, carries FC. I mean, these guys just look crazy on the offensive end. Balanced into Don. I knew they had this potential right after watching them in game one against Nameless Skills. Because in those last 30 minutes of the first half, they put a lot of pressure on Nameless Skills. You kind of felt like they were going to get back into the game. Quite unfortunately, they couldn't master everything and then just pull through and get an equalizer. But they've just channeled that same energy into these last 20 minutes. And the kind of pressure they're putting on Die Hard FC is just crazy. Die Hard FC, just look at them right now. Crumbling under the pressure, just can't find a way to break through. And another attack. There is FC. Looks into Dawn on the right wing. That was a risky one to play out, and he's punished heavily as they lose possession of it. Ola at the back. I had, can they string something together? It has not been the best of games for them so far, but they can salvage something in this one. Jazio. Wow. Talk of risky. I've used the word risky today, but I think this was the most risky one today. To make a tackle like that, by just 2 goals to 1, it had to take guts. You've got to have balls to be able to do that. And that was excellent defending, well timed. And he's able to get the ball back. 10 minutes to go. You kind of feel like momentum is now building onto the part of Die Hard FC. Could they salvage something from this game? Was Carriers FC going to hold on or possibly put this game to bed with a third? We find out in the next 8. Taking their time to find the best possible options with the passes. And look at the pressure now come up. Breaking the lines really well. Killer Frosh. Great pass into Chooks. Will they work it well this time around? Cleverly into Chooks again. That's a brilliant interplay. Oh. Heroic defending to set his team on the counter. Look at the man up top, Jeffrey. Will find Montana. Great pass. Oh. Just wasn't meant to be. Excellent sequence from them. But that's where you've got to give credit to the likes of Carries FC. That was compact defending. Didn't panic, even though Carries FC, Die Hard FC had numbers up front. And with just 2 minutes to go, you just feel that they've done enough. Have they done enough, though? They have the ball right where they want it. In an area where they can't be harmed, but they just give it away with just 1 minute of stopping time. Will we see the most dramatic thing ever in the Nigerian Pro Class League? 1 minute to go. Will we see a crazy goal go in? Toby with a great pass into SEO.
Oh.
Wow. Wow. No way he missed that. No way. That was it right there for them. Wow. That would have been epic. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in the party chat of the guys from Die Hard FC, because come on, how do you miss that? Maybe the adrenaline was just too much for the pressure maybe went to them, but it was a well-worked move. And I think this is a huge lesson for them. You've got to take your chances. They didn't take their chances, got 2 goals out of it, but it just wasn't enough. They were about to concede at the dying. Like the guys from Die Hard will get that bounce back, all important bounce back. Lose out their shit, lose earlier to English Bills, and then that second game was able to bounce back with that 2-1 victory, get 50 points out of a possible 6. Seems like Big Guns also have some bouncing back to do. Hey, pretty sweet team today. The bouncing back, they lose in game 1 and then bounce back in game 2, because it seems like Big Guns are also on that track.
Yeah, after getting cooked by a team like Get Clap, because I think you're going to learn a lot, in your weaknesses. You're going to see a snapshot, maybe not necessarily everything that you've done wrong, but you get a little bit of an idea, a snapshot of all the things that you could improve on, relatively very quickly in a short time frame. And again, it is all about adaptability. How well do you adapt under pressure? How well do you bounce back after taking a major loss? It's not just one of those losses where it was a mistake. You made a couple mistakes here. You just lost focus for a little bit. No, you were getting cooked. You were getting, railed. So for a fact you are, beating by a better team. But what happens next? Do you learn? Do you adapt? Do you improve? In the short space of time after seeing how well that team was able to handle your mistakes, your weaknesses? Do you improve based off of that, or do you stick to what you know, hoping that it's going to work against another team, seeing as it didn't work against a team like Get Clap? Because do you still stick to what you know? Do you still maintain what you've practiced already? Stick to the structure and hope that it plays out against a team that has a different attacking mindset, a different defensive composition? How does that lay off for you? Well, we're about to find out. Oh, and he goes for the finish. Beautiful stuff. Big guns getting, big guns getting active.
Definitely the team for today is the comeback story. Losing game one and bounce back in game two. Strong finish from Don't Press Up front. And Big Guns will get that all important second one to go down. And from what we've seen today, every single team that has led by 2 goals or more in the first half has carried the 3 points. And will that be the same case for Big Guns? We've got the whole of the 45 minutes in that second half to find out. But this game, I think today's games have been very, very tactical. There's just been small margin for error because if you make too many mistakes, you're punished. And I think for all of the teams that we've seen on the main broadcast, it is KFC that have learnt their lesson and the harsh way because they didn't start the game well. They gave away too many chances in that first 15 minutes and they were punished heavily, ended up losing that game as well to nameless skills. So that's how today has been. You kind of feel like the rest of the matches could be in that same way as well. Usually, that's how we have a very tactical, small margin for error as the first half of this game will come to a close. Big guns look like they want to get back on track, want to get back to firing on all cylinders. And for big guns, I've always said that if you're like around the fifth, fourth position, there's less pressure on you because all of the focus is on first place, second place, and then the battle, and of course third place, fourth place, because we want to finish in the top four. But for fifth to seventh, there's usually a lot of pressure allocated on people. I know a lot of people are looking at you, but in this league where opportunities can spring up at any time, I feel like we can take it seriously after going up to in the first half. We have to take this one and put this game to bed. So for all of us that are playing after this, having to put this game to bed. So we'll see if they're also able to follow that same blueprint. But you're still watching the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. We're into match day 17 and 18. The bumper harvest, I like to call it 2 match days where we get to enjoy all of the action live on the GG Arena YouTube channel. Get into the second half now. Big Gun still up by 2-0 in the all-white kit, kicking from right to left in the second half. And Nova Aura, one of the newly teams joining the Pro Clubs League in Nigeria, kicking from left to right in that darker kit. Don't press again. He was one of the positives that we could take out from that nameless chaos loss. And he's carried that same energy into this game. He's been spectacular to watch so far. And he's just been a blessing for this team. He's been a really, really great player so far in this team. Pablo. The goods. Nice switch of play. That's great stuff from Big Guns. Can they make good use of this opportunity, though? Every single time they go up on attack, I always look at the opposite wings because I know Big Guns are also a team that like to cross. If you're following what I was saying earlier in that other game, I said that in season one of the teams that really liked the back post crosses was Big Guns. I'm always looking at the opposite wing when the ball falls onto maybe a right wing. I'm looking at the left wing. Oh, that was an audacious attempt. And he came so close, just coming off the woodwork, and they could have been punished there. But they'll have to thank Montana for that excellent interception. Oh, it's getting chaotic now. I kind of feel like a goal could go in at any point in time in this matchup as well. Ali into Kenzie. Great save. Great save from the goalie. to keep Nova Aura in this one. When they go down by 2 goals, usually in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, it's wraps. But it seems like the goalie says going to give his team another chance in this game. Corner will come in, well defended. Nova Aura just need to find something going. When you leave it too late, it's usually difficult. When you leave it too late to mount a comeback, it's very, very difficult. Don't press again. Sports the runner up, finds Ganoman, fake shot into the attempt. Well, that's a beautiful finish. My best of the bunch so far. A fake shot cancel, and then on the other end, just putting it where the goalkeeper didn't expect. Because before the fake shot, the angle opened for him was on the right. After the fake shot, it opened up on the left, and he puts it right to put his laces through that one. Powerful effort. Now make it 3 goals to 0. Nova Aura, well, doesn't look good for them at all. Doesn't look good for them at all. And at this point, Big Guns, I think they have completed that huge comeback after losing game 1. Look at them go at it again. They go to join. They know the act. Of course, you expected him to knock that one in the back of the net. They make it 4. That's a resounding comeback from them, losing the first game to get club calls by 4. And now they also get 4 goals of their own. Big Guns back to where they feel like they belong. And Nova Aura, just to be honest with you, they just haven't been at it. League has been tough for them. Sometimes I'm kind of lenient a bit on the newcomers because you know what? It's so tough to come into a league where teams have already built chemistry, they've built telepathy, they've built camaraderie, everything you need from teams to excel, teamwork, everything. Like, and then you come in fresh and you are thrown into baptism of fire and you face the likes of Big Guns. It's always tough. But for Nova Aura, this is not a bad start from them to the season. They're currently 11th place. They've got 5 wins on the board, 1 draw, and 10 losses. 10 losses might be a little bit too much just after 16 games played. So that's the only negative from that I'll take from the first half of the season. But it's not been a bad one so far. -1 goal difference. It's not bad as well. 16 points and 5 wins on board for Nova Aura. But it just wasn't their night today. It just wasn't their game. And he had moments in which he could have gotten goals, but kudos to Big Guns. They shut everything down. Anything that felt like Nova Aura had in this game, Big Guns just closed it out. Like, you have some space and look at them again. These guys don't know when to stop. They've been crazy and they've been cooking. Wow, 5-0. That's why I love Thursdays. Because if it was on Monday and Big Guns had lost to get club calls, would they have had a chance to make this huge comeback and scoring 5 in game 2? It's a whole changer. It's a whole game changer. It's a whole morale booster heading on to next week for Matchday 19th fixtures. That's excellent stuff from Big Guns.
Can't even be mad. 6-0. I mean, Big Guns have learned the art of rising from the ashes. That's for certain. You know, the way they started the initial game against the guys from Get Club, because you would think there was no coming back, but Nova Aura just have no idea what hit them. I think this is just Big Guns being so upset as to how they got oh okay, sure, the clean sheet goes out the window, but there's no coming back from that one. Nova Aura getting absolutely dismantled by the Big Guns, and they are the Big Guns for a reason. That's to show you how big they can actually get. And you can tell, at the beginning of the stream, Sly was talking about how solid of a team Big Guns actually are, and how they could be a threat to the guys from Get Clap. Because again, I was very, very direct with opposing that thought, but I did not discredit the fact that Big Guns are pretty solid. Just that their play style, Get Clap could easily see through it, and they just couldn't adapt in time. Now it's all about the fixtures and how they come at you. If Big Guns was beating a team like Nova Aura like this before playing Get Clap Cuz. Now that would have been different. That would have been I believe the outcome would have been different. But the first match of the game week is Get Clap Cuz, and they're off a high. You run into them and they run through you. You're upset. You take it out on the next team, and it happens to be Nova Aura. Nova Aura, unfortunately, get the short end of the stick. But big moves, big game for Big Guns. Absolutely fantastic work. They put in a lot of effort. Big shout out to the GOAT there, because he is the man of the match, and that is sure. 2 goals and 1 assist. Also the same thing with Don't Press, but a very good game nonetheless. Sly, you were right. Big Guns were cooking. But now, what does this mean for the leaderboard? Because at the end of the day, they still finish with, a good goal difference. Looks like we might be having some technical difficulties from Sly, because we can't seem to get his audio. Okay, so let's take a quick gander at the fixtures that we've had tonight. Get Clap Cuz and Big Guns, we saw that as well. Afro Panda Die Hard, did we catch that? I don't think we did. Nova Aura and JP Goons did have their match, I think. Crazy FC and Nameless Chaos. I think we saw Nameless Chaos take that one. GG Arena and Talker FC, I think that was earlier. I don't think that was on the main broadcast. Phoenix VFC and FunQuest Pro, I don't think we called that as well. FLS FC, KD Sports, Agbado FC and the Unsullied. And for Matchday 18, we did have FunQuest Pro going on head-to-head with Agbado FC, Die Hard and Curry's FC, Nameless Chaos and the JP Goons. KD Esports going toe-to-toe with Get Clap Cuz and Effortless. What's it? Effortless? Yeah, it's Effortless and Afro Panda. Yes, Effortless and Afro Panda. And now we just wrapped up the game between Big Guns and Nova Aura in a 6-1 deficit. Absolutely nasty work. Can't even be mad at that one, because they turned it all the way on its head. But what a game! What is a plethora of games we've had tonight. I think we've just need to hang on, I guess. See, okay, this is live. I think we may have run out of broadcast for tonight. I think we have yeah, I think we've run out of links so far, so just trying to get the final word on the production team, and just to be sure of tonight's broadcast.
Yeah,
Sly,
hello, please
welcome
can you
back.
hear me now?
Yeah, yes, sir. Welcome back.
Yeah, my network was messing up. Have we got more games to go?
Well, we are looking to check if we have, but so far, nothing yet. I'm still trying to get final word. Production team to know if we're done for the night, because I'm looking here, I haven't seen any rematches pop up, so I'm guessing maybe something's going on with the teams and they can't seem to send the feed. But I'm going to hold on to this a little bit to make sure. game. Yeah, that's the game I'm looking forward to as well. But I'm not sure because I haven't seen anything from them on their end so far. Again, I think I saw. Okay, no, that was something else. Yeah, so far, I'm waiting, but I haven't seen anything yet. So it's awfully silent.
I mean, all in all, we'll still enjoy it, and then just kind of look back on what we enjoyed so far today, because that first it took off really quickly. And then that other game, the one I wanted to see, I did get to see. Get clubbed and
Make sure to follow Nigeria Pro Clubs on all social media platforms and hit the notification bell to stay updated and never miss an upload.
On the right track. They also did win that game by 4 goals to 1. And then we did see Big Guns make a huge comeback. Wasn't available for the last 20 minutes of the game, but when I was leaving the ground for the 5 really going to secure all of the 3 points back. And Kansas also had a bounce back game from it. So amazing stuff we did on the live broadcast. Even if we don't get any much more of the action, I think we've been served. We've been served with thrillers. We've been served with great narratives. I call this stream the comeback stream because there was huge comebacks from Big Guns after losing game 1. There was another comeback from Kerry's FC also after losing game 1, and every single team that was led by 2 goals to 0 in that first half went on to win games. We saw a pattern, and sometimes it happens like that in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. So when, of course, the league standings are updated, we saw Get Clubbed in action once, then get a glimpse of them in their second game. We'll get, of course, all of the updates, and when you're following the Nigerian Pro Clubs League on social media, you will be updated as to how things are standing so far. So, okay, guys, I think it's been a wonderful stream today. So, I'll switch back over to Priest to see if he's got more of the action for us. If he hasn't, I'm sure we'll call it a day.
All right. So I think so word reaching me from the production team is a couple of matches tonight have been postponed, unfortunately. So I guess we're going to, see what the World Cup holds tomorrow. World Cup action continues as well. So don't forget to follow GG Arena on all social media platforms to lock in and get the latest updates on all things FUT 24 and Pro Clubs as well. It is good night from me and Sly. Don't forget, follow us on all social media platforms, tournaments, on events all over the place. So yeah, we'll catch you at the next one. And do not forget to, don't touch that dial. See you guys the next game week and at the World Cup.
All right.